April 28th, Tuesday, we were doing a faster workout. Yesterday we did a 20-minute AMRAP, so today we're doing something that'll probably take under 10 minutes. Some people will probably be blazing speed on this thing, so expect some pretty fast numbers. It's a 21-15-9. It's technically a 21-15-9 couplet with double unders thrown in. So we're doing a single arm dumbbell push press. Push press means that I will use my legs to get the dumbbell overhead, but I will not use my legs to catch. So I'm going to go dip and lock. My elbow and my knees must lock out at the same time for this to be counted as a good rep. And then my hand will stay off of my body. You can do this. I like the rodeo position, so you'll see me do that as I demo. We're going to do 21 single arm dumbbell push press. It should start on the left, but if you can start on the right if you want to. But you're using one side. Then you're going to do 21 dumbbell facing burpees. This is where people get confused, okay? The dumbbell's there. I do a burpee. I hop over the dumbbell, and then I turn. And just showing you some variations on the burpee that's allowed. Those are RX. Both feet jump, also RX. So first thing, that's dumbbell facing. If you do this, that's lateral burpees, okay? Because I'm jumping laterally. All right. Other thing, it does not have to be both feet at the same time to kick back. That's what I mean there. You don't have to do this, right? That's both feet. You can go down, step back, lay on the ground, crawl up, and then 2 feet jump. You're still RX, okay? So after I do 21 dumbbell facing burpees, I'm gonna switch arms. Now I'm doing 21 on the other side. Again, it's supposed to be left first, then right, but I screwed that up. So, and it's fine if you screw that up too. I just choose to start on a weaker arm so that I'm more prepared. So I did 21 push presses. Each round finishes with 30 double unders. So I'm doing 30 dubs, throw it on the ground, 15 push press, 15 burpees, 15 push press, 30. 9 push press, 9 burpees, 9 push press, 30. At the end of the 30 on that round, time. Scaling options. Obviously you can go lighter weight. You could use a water bottle or a jug. You could do the shoulder taps. You could do shoulder taps. Shoulder taps would be this. So I'm in a plank position. And if you are doing that, then you probably don't have a dumbbell. You're going to do hops, which means not lateral, sorry. It's burpee, and then I jump over a line and burpee. And then finally, jumping jacks or 60 single unders will be the scaling option for double unders, okay? Let's see. I think we're all good. Yeah. Warm-up is go for the warm-up. We're doing 50 singles, get the heart rate up, get loose a little bit. Then we'll do 3 each side perfect stretch. Perfect stretch is I step out, lock out my knee, touch the ground or touch the toe, roll into it, right foot is forward, right elbow goes down, right hand goes up. That's 1. I switch, I'm gonna do the other side. Then we're gonna do 5 inchworms. So I'm gonna keep my knees locked. I'm gonna put my hands on the ground with knees locked, walk my hands out to plank position, walk my hands back. Again, keeping knees locked. Then we're gonna do 10 PVC pass-throughs. So for those of you guys at home, grab a mop or a broom. We're gonna do 10 PVC pass-throughs, 10 PVC reverse pass-throughs, 5 over unders, and then switch, 5 over unders. Should be shoulder height, one hand down, one hand up. Only go hand up the other way, okay? Then we're gonna do the wrist stretch. So I'm gonna get on my hands and knees, point my wrists towards you guys. How's it going? How was your weekend? Yeah, mine was pretty good. Front rack stretch, I'm going to use the ground. I'm going to drive my elbows into the ground, trying to close the gap from my armpit to the ground. Then I'll do a bretzel on each side. I'm going to take my left hand to my right knee, bring it over, bring my left foot to my right hand, and now I got this knee is high, and I'm falling. If I was insanely flexible, this knee would be touching the ground, my right shoulder would be touching the ground, and I'd be looking over my shoulder. I'm not insanely flexible though. Did that for 30 seconds, then we switch sides. Okay. The next part is going to be our movement prep. So we're going to do 3 rounds, 10 alternating shoulder taps. I get into a push-up plank position. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking my time practicing getting the abs really ready for this. And we're going to do 5 each arm of the strict press. So I do elbow pointing towards you guys, neutral grip, lock out my elbow to keep my abs tight, so I'm not arching overly, keep my butt tight, then I'll switch sides. Then we're going to do 4 burpee complex. This is from my friend over at Whiteboard Daily. So I'm going to kick back, do a strict burpee, or strict push-up, kick forward, squat. That's 1. So again, doing 4 burpee complexes, which is kick out, push up, kick back, and squat. I just did 2. We're doing 3 rounds. Alternating shoulder taps, 5 strict press, and then 4 burpee complexes. Now, specific movement prep. Let's do 10 double unders, make sure we get our heart rate up and can feel what it feels like to do this. And then push press. We're going to do 4 on each arm. Again, to see my bottom position, it's a quarter squat. Knees went apart. I stayed upright. So, quarter squat. I stayed upright. I didn't do this. This is bad. This leads to the lower back pain, okay? So I'm gonna go elbow tucked, arm off my body, dip, lock out. If I'm doing this for real, I'm gonna do it about this pace, but I'm purposefully locking out my elbow and my knees at the same time. So I should say with purpose, because for me, when I first started competing, I would get no reps because when I did a dip lockout, it was too fast and would either not count because it legit didn't count, or because it was just such a fast lockout that I was already dipping in the next one and it was off. So what I mean there is, that doesn't count. So that doesn't count. Not to mention, this is why when we do the strict press and we do bodybuilding movements, I tell you to lock out and hold it for a second. Get used to the position at the hardest point, okay? So we did 10 double unders, 4 each arm of push press, and then we're gonna do 4 dumbbell facing burpees. Practice the way that you wanna practice it, so if you wanna kick back with 2 legs, or if you wanna kick back with 1 leg, and then step up, and then jump over, that's fine too. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, email me or DM, okay? The accessory. Accessory is a fun one. So we're doing seated strict press. So This wouldn't be a bad one. A seated strict press wouldn't be bad to do before the WOD. We're going to be sitting down using dumbbells or barbells. You can use a board or a bench that has a back to it, like an incline bench, and you can support yourself. We're practicing our seated strict press with 4 reps at 60% every minute on it for 5 rounds, or for 5 minutes. So I'm purposefully, again, locking out. Every time you come down, regardless of how you hold the dumbbell, make sure your elbow comes forward. I'm holding a barbell and coming down to collarbones and shoulders, and then back up. Don't do the bodybuilder way where you're just going to your nose, okay? We don't need that. We need full range of motion. If you can't do full range of motion seated for 4, then go lighter. The next part, 5 rounds of a 3-minute AMRAP where you're gonna do 2 to 4 strict handstand push-ups to a deficit. If you can't do a deficit, then do it to just a regular 2 to 4 strict handstand push-ups. If you can't do handstand push-ups, do either a 30-second handstand hold or do 4 to 6 push-ups. I know we did a lot of push-ups yesterday, but can you really ever have too much push-up practice? I didn't think so. Then we're moving on to 6 to 8 strict pull-ups. So again, get the full hang and then chin over the bar. If you're just going down to here and not feeling the actual pull on the lats, then you're not going deep enough. Film yourself. Again, film yourself as much as you can. It really helps. 6 to 8, we're trying to stay consistent with these numbers, so 2 to 4 handstand push-ups and 6 to 8 pull-ups. If I'm choosing 8 foot pull-ups and 4 on the handstand push-ups, I have to stay consistent with that. I have to do 8 and 4 every round. Then we're doing alternating pistols, which is down and down. If you can't RX this movement, then do lowering with a box. Let me show you what that means. Got a box ready for you guys. So, I'm not ready for pistols, right? And I'm going to step to the edge. I'm going to slowly lower, hands out front, not at the sides, okay? Hands out front, keeping my heel down, driving my knee forward. If you sit back, so looking from the side, if I'm sitting back where my shin stays vertical, then I'm never going to be able to do pistols because nobody drops that way. And you shouldn't be squatting that way. A lot of people with knee pain are squatting like that. One of the other things, feel free to assist yourself. Grab a wedge of some kind. It could be a plate, it could be a piece of rubber, it could be your Versalifts. Shout out to the Freegies. Whatever you need, that will help position you so that you're staying on your heel but a little bit forward and drives the knee towards your toes. After the 10 alternating pistols, we're going to do a max distance handstand walk. If you can't do a handstand walk, then you'll just do a bear crawl, okay? Or quadruped crawl as I like to call it, because your head and butt should stay even. And that's max distance. So don't go fast, just make it slow pace. So again, in 3 minutes, you'll do handstand push-ups, pull-ups, pistols, and then in the remaining time, handstand walk or bear crawl. That should take, I don't know, about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5. Depends on how much you struggle with handstand push-ups, pull-ups. And after that, rest for 2 minutes and repeat. We're doing 5 rounds. So overall, 3 plus the 2 minutes rest, that's 5 minutes for 5 rounds. It's gonna take you about 25, technically 23 minutes. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you tomorrow.